And in this session, I'm just going to give you a brief background about frontier science and how we fit into the PHACS project, and as well as some of the services that we provide to those of you participating in research with us, and the departments that work here at Frontier Science that help support us in our day-to-day work. So let's see. There we go, just a little slow. Okay, so who are we? So Frontier Science is the data management center for the PHACS, ACTG, Impact, and other clinical trials projects that we work on here at Frontier Science. And we work very closely with the Harvard School of Public Health. They are the Data Analysis and Operations Center for PHACS. So together we make up the Statistical and Data Management Center for PHACS, ACTG, and the Impact projects. You might hear some other names that we're called, and I've listed some of those here, but all of these names refer to the same place, where Frontier Science, located in Amherst. So you might hear we're just Amherst, or the Data Center, or the DMC, but all of those refer to us. In addition to Harvard, we work closely with two other organizations that help keep PHACS running smoothly. WESTA, as you may know, works mostly with site registration and site monitoring, among other things. And Tulane University is the coordinating center for PHACS. If you didn't know this already, the PHACS project is funded by the NICHD, and we also have some co-funding support provided by other branches of the NIH that are listed all here. So next I'll start to talk about some of the resources that we provide to all of you and other people that participate in clinical trials with us. We house the central database for all of the data that's been collected through these clinical trial projects. We're responsible for creating the database tables and maintaining and the backup for the database. We also provide the subject enrollment system, which is what you use to enroll participants to studies. And within the subject enrollment system is the eligibility checklist that we do create. These are the questions that you answer as you're enrolling a participant, and we'll touch on that later today. We also help with data collection. For PHACS specifically, we develop and maintain the eData data entry system here at Frontier Science. We also help with faxing and mailing CRFs for data entry if that's necessary, as well as provide a way for electronic file submission. We assist with online assessments, so we create the Illum online surveys that you may use in some of the studies for PHACS, and house the data that's collected through the NIH toolbox. And of course, we with QA of data.
And then,
there's a little background noise. If you guys could mute your phones. We also provide the laboratory data management system, or LDMS. We developed that here and we maintain that, and that's a way for you to record and log and track all of your samples that are collected through the PHACS project. There we go. In terms of computing, we provide the DMC portal, where you'll find web utilities and lookup programs, as well as data retrieval programs such as tjoin. Also located on the portal are forums, user manuals, and reference guides that are available to you. We also assist with mail groups and contact information. And again, we do provide case report form notebooks and supplies if those are of interest to you. Not many people use these anymore, but we still do provide those tools. Additionally, we have a user support department that is available for clinical sites and LDMS users to answer any of your questions you may have, and they provide 24 hours a day, 7 days a week support for all of you. We also provide education and training, like workshops such as this one. We do hold webinars, and we do have e-learning courses. So now I'll get into who actually works at the DMC, and we'll start with our data management staff. We are led by Sue Szymanski, as she just introduced herself earlier. She's the DMC primary investigator for PHACS, but also the CEO for Frontier Science. In addition to myself, 3 other wonderful ladies who assist with the PHACS data management, Lori, Emily, and Haley, and you'll hear from Emily and Haley later on today. So what do protocol data managers do at Frontier Science? We work very closely with study teams and manage study-related activities from development through analysis. During study
Yeah,
what's that? Does someone have a question?
Alex, I think you should be able to mute everybody with the control panel if you'd like,
Okay. All right, apologies everyone. Let me just go through and,
or the participant panel.
I can't figure out how to do that right now, so we'll just keep going. Hopefully everyone, you can mute your phones, that'd be very helpful. Thank you. So, okay, so continuing on with study development, during this phase, we help coordinate form design, develop randomization materials, the computerized data checks that you see as you're keying data, we help create those. We also design study-specific software and or reports to help with study development and help with study monitoring plans if those are necessary. During data collection, we serve as the primary liaison to the study team and consult with and assist sites, all of you, as needed. During this step, we also review data for QA and write queries to the sites, as you might know. And we also generate reports to help the study team just see the progress of the study as it's moving. Then during the study analysis phase, we assist the teams with their preparations for analysis, and this phase also includes review of data and sending queries. Oops. So if you got a little sneak peek of what we're doing next, that we're going on to our core support, and these are all the other departments at Frontier Science that really help us with our day-to-day tasks and help us run smoothly. So starting with the programming and the database operations groups, our programmers develop many of the programs that you see on the DMC portal and help us maintain those. They also design in-house programs to check and validate data, and this is just a very quick overview of what they do. They do so much other helpful tasks for us. The database administrators and database administrator assistants help maintain our central database and the DMC's computing networks. And the assistant database operations specialists help us, the data managers, when we are developing the CRFs. They design and lay out the CRFs for print and for electronic delivery. So all of those screens that you see in eData, the database operations specialists assist with creating those. Our laboratory data managers work with the protocol data managers to help develop our specimen tracking forms and any assay result forms that we might need. They manage our protocol laboratory data, so you'll probably see queries from our laboratory data managers related to specimen data. They assist our programmers in developing new features of the LDMS and troubleshoot and test the LDMS, as well as provide training to laboratories and sites for the LDMS and how to use that. Our IT staff maintain our Frontier Science portal. They install software and hardware and maintain internal servers and electronic devices. As I mentioned earlier, with our user support staff, they're really here to help answer any questions you may have related to email and mail groups, your portal account, maybe your eData account, setting up your computer, data retrieval, any of our portal programs, the LDMS, etc. Very helpful to contact user support if you have questions really about anything. Our forms development and production staff help us when we do create the hard copy materials. Say a site would like a hard copy or a notebook of CRFs for a particular study. These are the people that help us create those. So they'll copy, collate, and ship all these materials to domestic and international sites if they need them, and they help update our CRF notebooks if there are updates that we've made. Then lastly, with our training team, we have our wonderful education coordinator, Mary Wojcik-Cross, who's helping us with this particular training. She also assists with coordinating internal and external training and education programs, assists with new sites in their setup, and oversees our Frontier Science training team. And with our trainers and technical writers, they train our site staff on DMC topics, and they write in our user manuals and reference guides that are on the Frontier Science portal and are for helping use our DMC systems. And so with that, I'm going to leave you with some contact information for our DM group, as well as the user support staff. Their information's listed there. We also put this slide at the very end of the presentation, so this contact information will be available to you later on. So thank you very much, and I will turn this over to Barrett, who will be going through the DMC portal website.
Actually, I'm sorry, I'd like to just take a moment.
Sure.
Yeah, Alex, you have control.
I'm
I
gonna
would